Hi guys, this is your lecture on viruses. So this is Unit 11, the continuation of Part 1. I looked at most of your dichotomous keys, and just the one thing that I saw is that, like on this chart right here, where you have to write your own dichotomous key, many of you wrote like has 8 legs and then has 4 legs for the second part. Remember, they have to be a yes/no question. So if you write something like has 8 legs, the second part of it has to be like does not have 8 legs. So that's all for that one. All right, so moving on, this is page 3 in your packet. I also put these PowerPoints up like normal, so you could use that instead. All right, so let's go through and look at, sorry, I'm still getting used to this program. Talk about viruses. All right, let me pull up. For the bacteria homework, this is the page that talks about human uses. So those little assignments after are not meant to be long or hard. Just make sure you're listening, basically. Okay, so viruses are not living. I'm pretty sure this is an Amoeba Sisters video down here. They are composed of nucleic acids, either DNA or RNA. They have a protein and sometimes lipids. They can only reproduce when they're infecting a cell. So one of the questions on that's going to be the follow-up to this is thinking back to the requirements of life. Why is virus not considered a living organism? That's like the reagents like respiration, reproduction, etc. So you might have to think about that. Okay. These are different structures of viruses. You can see that they're all a little bit different. There's influenza, HIV. Some of them have these weird shapes, look like sci-fi creatures. Okay. A lytic infection is when the virus enters a cell and makes copies of itself. The cell bursts and then it releases the new virus. So let's see where it pops in. So the virus attaches, the virus enters right here. There's replication inside the cell, assembly, and then the release, like when the cell bursts, and then that can infect a lot of other cells. So example of a lytic infection is the influenza virus. Let me move this. A lysogenic infection is when you have a virus infecting a cell. The viral DNA integrates into the host DNA. Then the viral DNA is replicated along with the host DNA, and the virus may remain inactive until it's ready to enter the lytic cycle. So like the lysogenic cycle and then the lytic cycle. So this is just showing you like the viral DNA has integrated within the normal DNA. It is now replicating alongside it, and so now you have DNA that has the virus in it. So it continues to do that until it's ready to enter the lytic cycle, which is what we talked about here, where it enters the cell, it replicates, assembles, and then bursts. Okay? Example of that is HIV. So this is just another picture of it, the lytic cycle: attachment, entry, replication, assembly, release. This one, you have the DNA replication first, right here, and then the lytic cycle second. All right, bacteria, viruses, and homeostasis. Bacteria and viruses grow where they do not belong or produce toxins. They interrupt normal body functions, like your respiratory system or your digestive system, whatever. The immune system can detect a bad bacteria and virus. The immune system will then try to get rid of invaders and restore homeostasis. I'll put this video on the Google Classroom stream. And that's basically it of this section. So we're going to I'll just post another recap little questionnaire, and then after that, we'll get started with person fungi. Might do a little Castle learning before we do that. Haven't decided. Anyhow, that's it for viruses. Bye-bye.